Hey you guys, so this is going to be part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, I'll put a link up here to go back to when it all started back in October of 2017. But in this video, I'm going to go into the investigation. So basically from me now recognizing that I have these daily hives, trying to figure out what the heck and why. So a little bit of background about me. I have a severe peanut allergy. So knowing this, I assumed, because that will give me hives, I assumed that it must be some kind of peanuts in the vicinity for me. That has to be what's causing these hives. So at home, like I said, now I had everything cleaned with Tide free. My home was not the source, but every day I would leave here and go to work, and I'll insert a photo, but this is what would happen to my arms, my chest, my back. Hives do present very differently for everybody. Mine even present differently at different times. So sometimes I end up with like I can draw on myself almost with these big, thick, scratched pads. Sometimes I have a bunch of little tiny ones. Sometimes it's just like a faded pink rash that's just itchy and swollen. This is what my arms kept doing though at the office. So we were trying to figure out what's going on here. There has to be peanuts somewhere. So cue me and my closer coworkers beginning to investigate what's going on. We kind of got the word out that somebody was allergic to peanuts on the floor and was having a bit of a hard time. So my coworkers were wandering around trying to get the word out. My boss was kind of sending out emails, and eventually we got a response that goes a little something like this. One of our teammates has indicated he frequently eats peanuts with the shells on while working at his desk. He actually had a pail of peanut shells at his desk along with an opened bag of peanuts. He indicated he may have even been eating peanuts while walking past Alina's workstation on his way to the printer. That coworker has removed the peanut shells and bag of peanuts from his workstation. Now this person sat not too far away from me, and of course I learned this guy has a pail of peanuts. I didn't even know that that was a thing people actually did outside of, like, at work. He's open shelling peanuts. Well, so this pail, the peanut pail, was gone. We call him nut-bucket-guy. Nut-bucket-guy cleaned out his stash and everything should have been fine. It still wasn't. So still, I'm getting hives. I'm getting the, slightly itchy throat. I'm so itchy. It's like my skin is boiling from the inside out when I'm at work. Cetirizine is not helping me. So I'm doing my best to just continue to come to work with the tools that I had. And eventually, seeing how I'd be constantly covered in hives at the office, my director got involved, and she actually sent out notices, put up like 100 signs. Here's one of those signs. And she basically made our entire floor peanut free. And bless her heart, she did a great job. She actually even won an OH&S award that year, and we're in a fairly large organization, so that's a very, very big deal. And yet, end of the day, still got hives. I felt terrible. She worked so hard for that. But I still had hives, and I'm like, all right, maybe it's not peanuts. Like, I was having stronger reactions to honestly every single allergen in my life. So peanuts, if I was around peanuts now, I would have a stronger reaction. being someone who grew up with peanut allergy, I've only ever had anaphylaxis 4 times. I'm very good at avoiding peanuts. I'm very picky with the food that I eat, and I don't take risks. And I'd even be out for dinner with my dad. Every morning he would wake up and he would eat, he'd put peanut butter on toast and cut up little discs of banana and stack them on there. It was always around me. We'd go out for dinner to Earl's, and my mom and my sister would both order Hunans and with peanuts sprinkled on top, and it never bugged me. It smelled bad to me. Like, I think when you have an allergy like that, like, your body just knows, like, we don't like that. So the smell irritated me, but I never had any kind of physical reaction to it. But now I walk past Thai Express at the mall and my whole arms, body, chest, eyes, mouth, I bump up like you wouldn't believe. So something was going on. I thought, is my body elevated to peanuts? Do I have new allergies? Is it everything? What's going on? So in the next episode, I will talk about my experience beginning to go to doctors to figure out what the heck is going on and why am I suddenly covered in hives. So I'm going to end this one here. Thank you guys so much for following along and listening. Share any of your experiences below. If you have peanut allergies, if you're anaphylactic to anything, like, tell me. It's hard because there's not many people, and it's such a spooky thing to have anaphylaxis. Like, it's such a worry. I'm at work and tongue swelling, share your experiences, talk about your hives, tell me what works for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.